All right, so you should already know by now. Today we are going to be talking about my portfolio as well. So today we are, from looking at the thumbnail, you should know that we're going to be talking about SoFi. Okay, SoFi Technology. I've been quite bullish on this company for quite some time, and I think that today I want to talk a little bit of why I got into the company. And of course, I think if you watch my previous two videos, you kind of already know how this whole entire concept is going to go like. All right, so first of all, I got into SoFi right now. My average price for SoFi across three platforms, I would assume it's about $7 or so, $7 to maybe $6, maybe even $6. Okay, so how I even got it down to $6. Okay, so first up, I used to buy a lot of options on the SoFi. I bought options that expired in June, where it was striking at about $5 or $6. So those basically got bought in. So those calls was assigned to me. So I got a few SoFi shares, and of course I also DCA'd on the way up. So first of all, I do want to say that I did get rid of some of my SoFi shares at the highs at about $23 or so. I got out of like about 60% of my SoFi shares. So those made like a lot of money for me. Okay, but I still kept on to some of my options. I still kept on to some of my shares, of course. And right now, I'm relatively happy. Okay, I'm relatively happy with my current position. I think if I were to actually average them out, I would assume it's about $7, maybe 7.20 or 7.30 per share. So yeah, pretty happy with SoFi. All right, so with the money out of the way, let's talk about why I actually got into SoFi. So first of all, I think it's pretty evident that we have to talk about why SoFi is such a good company. Okay, first of all, when SoFi, I got into SoFi. The first time they actually got into SoFi was when they actually got the MAS, well, not MAS approval, the license for banking, okay, which is an international thing. Okay, when they decided to become a bank, that was a huge turning point for me. For people who already know about SoFi Technologies business model, pretty interesting business model. Is basically a lending business. Okay, you lend out money for your college, for your different sort of payment methods. Is pretty cool. I've always been interested in fintech, which is why SoFi is a huge play for me. Of course, alongside with like Affirm, PayPal, things of that nature. It's just that SoFi is one of my more interested portfolio for me, and I thought that I can talk a little bit more about SoFi. Okay. However, some of the headwinds that I did face for SoFi. Okay, the first of all is of course fintech didn't exactly do the best. Okay, fintech was kind of destroyed in the whole entire 2022. The whole entire lead up of 2022, you can tell that SoFi, alongside with all the other fintech companies, were all destroyed. Okay, and I think it's pretty normal for us to actually see such a movement in the entire market. And of course, on top of that, okay, fintech were getting destroyed and all. Okay, SoFi posted a like a crazy quarter. Okay, for their earnings. Okay, and I was super duper happy for SoFi. They went up by like what 28% or something ridiculous. Big fan. Okay, super big fan about it. Okay, and afterwards, the worry actually came. Okay, the second headwind that actually came was from SoftBank. Okay, and of course, people who don't know about SoftBank is basically this huge company from Korea. Okay, and they are from South Korea, and they invest in a lot of different things. They are kind of like a hedge fund, kind of like a bank. Okay, however, they posted a pretty bad quarter, and because of that, they actually liquidated some of their shares in SoFi. Okay, and of course, that basically got SoFi selling downwards. Okay, and that was also one of the time we actually bought a little bit of the dip for SoFi. I bought a little bit more at about I think $6.90, $7.20 along that line. I kept buying a little bit by little bit, and of course by a little bit, I'm serious about it. It's like about 100 shares, maybe about 200 shares or so. Nothing crazy. Okay, I'm also like using my Webull to actually get into SoFi as well. And of course, here comes it, which is if you're not investing using Webull in Singapore, use my link down in the description box down below, because you get to actually get up to $108.88 in fractional shares in both Google and Facebook. So pretty cool. Okay, so just head down over to Webull, sign up using my link, and then just deposit $1,965. Just keep the balance there for 30 calendar days, and you basically get free money. Okay, so like I said, it's free money. Why not do it? Click the link down in the description box down below. All right, so back to it. So in my Weibo account, I also hold a little bit of SoFi, which is why I'm quite a big fan of SoFi. Okay, however, things that actually make me lose faith for SoFi. Okay, there are multiple things. The first one, I would say, is that if the banking license on its own were to be discontinued or to be affected in any sort of way, that's going to be a huge issue for me. Okay, next up is, of course, the potential clients for SoFi. Okay, right now, the potential clients for SoFi right now, they are very, very close to consumer. I would like to see them getting more into B2B rather than B2C. Okay, I want to see more SoFi in B2B business side of things. The moment they can actually do the switch over to B2B, I think that the revenue would actually increase exponentially. Okay, that's the home run play that I have for SoFi, which I think is definitely going to be possible. Okay, I don't think that SoFi, I don't think SoFi is a company that will grow too slow. Okay, I feel that if anything, SoFi actually has two relatively wide spectrum for extremes. Okay, the first one is either they do not grow at all and they kind of just slowly diminish and get to nothingness. Okay, which my percentage of that happening personally for myself is about like 20% or even 15%, something even lower of that nature. And the next extreme is that they are going to be a hyper growth company. Okay, and of course, a lot of people would like to kind of like count SoFi out of this hyper growth status. A lot of people would definitely say, oh, Tesla is way better, or you look at Google, or you look at Apple. I do understand that those companies definitely stand a better chance for a stable increase in growth. Okay, but at the same time, I do think that SoFi is a growth hack kind of company, and I think that even just go through the financials itself. Okay, even for the revenues itself, when every other fintech company is kind of like just scraping by, SoFi got a triple beat. Okay, on revenue, on top line, bottom line, everything. Okay, I'm a huge fan of SoFi, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm still quite bullish into SoFi. But at the same time, of course, when I'm talking about how I'm bullish into SoFi, because I am actually quite overly invested into stocks at the moment. So when SoFi actually hit a certain point, okay, if for example, if SoFi were to hit like, I don't know, like 8.20, 8.50, or even about $9, there is a very, very good chance that I would actually liquidate like about 10% or 20% of my stake, just so that I can have a little bit more cash on the side. Okay, I do make, because I do make it an effort for myself to kind of look at some of the price point where I feel that it's good time for me to actually take some profits. Okay, of course, I do not recommend everyone to always be trading with your portfolio. It's actually quite unhealthy for the mind as well, for you to keep on getting in and out of stocks. Okay, but personally, I think that if you do see some macro changes, or if you think that you're overly invested, you're simply just diversifying your portfolio. Okay, think of it as you need cash as well. You need to diversify out of stocks and have a little bit of cash on hand. Okay, because ultimately, let's be honest, we're not exactly at the bottom of the bottom. Okay, but of course, I do want to say this out right now, which is I'm recording this like on the 18th of August. Okay, but you're probably gonna see this, I don't know, like sometime in September. Okay, I'm probably in Portugal, or I'm in London, just drinking beer and just like going out with my family and such. So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing when you're watching this video, which is why I'm just giving you the heads up. I'm not sure what's going to be happening in the next 1 month. I'm just preparing some videos for you guys to ensure that I'm still keeping on my content calendar as well. Okay. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking about SoFi. I think that SoFi would still be a hyper growth company. Okay. But of course, at the same time, not financial advice. Please just do your own due diligence. Go through your own financials yourself, and then just form your own opinion. Of course, you can also watch other videos about people who actually break down SoFi stock. People do a lot of breaking down of the entire stock as well. Okay, but this is just my own personal breakdown on why I actually got into SoFi and what are the reasons why I actually get out of SoFi. All right, but anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, remember, use my link down in the description box down below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this sort of video, just subscribe to my channel and so drop a like down in the video down below. I think that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.